Scott will now face Jonathan Hoffman. Scot Mendelson, Jeremy Petruccio.
That's what it is, man.
Scott on your right, Jeremy on your left. On deck, men's left hand, 0 to 165. Kevin Pollock and Will Lambert on deck, men's left, 0 to 165. Big hit, but Scott lifting his elbow. Winner moves on. Loser takes home a 3rd place. Jeremy with the hit, Scott pulling him back. Slipped out, they're gonna go into a strap. Scott, the big man Mendelson on your right with the win!
Yeah!
Over Jeremy
Petruccio.
Jeremy taking a 3rd place. Scot Mendelson will now head back and face Jonathan Hoffman. Once again, men's right hand, 233 and up, Jonathan Hoffman. And he has to face Scott, the big man Mendelson. Jonathan pulling in multiple classes. Typically you'll get 60 seconds, but not if it's in another weight class. And he has to beat the big Scot Mendelson. John Hoffman undefeated. Scott with 1 loss. Jeremy Petruccio, who has taken a 3rd place, is the man that sent Scott to the B-side. But Scott has since come back, beat Jeremy, and now faces Jonathan Hoffman. If Scott can win, he's got to do it one more time. But if Hoffman can pull it off, Scott will be your 2nd place, and Jonathan will be your champion. The title just yet, because he's got to do it one more time.
Yeah.
Scott's crew working on that arm, trying to get that blood out of there. He has got a pump going that could just ruin you. If he can get that swelling down, he can be ready to pull Jonathan one more time. Back to the men's right hand. Super heavyweights. Both men with one loss. This will be the final match of this weight class. Jonathan Hoffman taking his first loss to Scott. Let's see if Scott can do it again. Winner is the champion. Loser takes second place. Let's see which guy can dig deep enough to pull out a win and take home the gold. Scott is on your left and Jonathan is on your right. This is the men's right hand, 233 and up, super heavyweights in the California State Arm Wrestling Championships. Am I at a golf competition, ladies and gentlemen? I don't hear you screaming. I want to hear some cheering for this match, because these men have worked their tails off to get to this final table. Let's cheer for them like they've earned it. Big hit by Jonathan Hoffman, holding on tight. Scott holding him there. John going in for that extra hit, but lifting his elbow in the process, taking a foul. Scott will get a restart. Let's see if Jonathan has another hit in him. Let's see if Scott can hold on tight. Maybe Scott will be the one to hit this time. On deck, men's left hand, 166 to 185, Brett Johnson and Brian Kima. On deck, Brett and Brian. John Huffman on your right, Scot Mendelson on your left. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a long match coming. Let's pick a favorite and cheer for him. Big hit once again from Jonathan, but as usual, Scott hanging on super tight. Jonathan playing it smart, thinking about what he's got, tries to come inside, but Scott takes the hand. Jonathan dropping the wrist and deciding to go to the strap.
Hey, Jonathan! Jonathan! Take your time!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still in the men's heavyweight right hand division with Jonathan Hoffman and Scot Mendelson. Both men have got to be drained to complete exhaustion. This is the time you go home from the gym, but not here, not now. This is when you dig deep. This is where the champion walks out. And the tired guy goes home with second. Mendelson on your right. If you just happen to be walking by, this is our men's heavyweight right-handed championship class. This is for first and second place. Both men have one loss. Both men are completely exhausted. And Jonathan with another big hit, but Scott pulling it through. And an elbow foul on Scot Mendelson. Ladies and gentlemen, just when you think it's over, it's not. Both men have one loss. Both men have one foul. And both men have no more room for mistakes. This is it. They have slipped. They have fouled. They have beaten. They have bled. They are coming up bruised. And they are still in it, tied together for what we hope will be the last match between these two. Bill Collins, your head referee. Chris Collins, the downside ref. Bill putting the strap on, making sure that neither one of these guys try and bail out. They are tied together. There is no escape. Both men have worked extremely hard. Both men deserve first place. But that just is not going to happen today. Only one will take home the champion gold medal and score with a huge hit for the win over Scot Mendelson. Jonathan Hoffman, your champion in the super heavies. Scott taking home second place and Jeremy Petruccio taking home third. And I'm gonna take a nap.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.